start with the importance, because that's what it narrows down to, how important it is. Cultural response is just being aware of your surroundings. When it comes to leadership in an education field, as a leader, you have to be aware of the diverse populations we teach, whether it's disabilities, culturally, historic backgrounds, because that all ties into the knowledge. And when you're teaching someone about a certain subject, it's important to incorporate that previous knowledge learned. If you ignore it, there can be a huge disconnect between the learning that's going on and the teaching that's going on. So culturally responsive leadership is very important because it's sort of a top-down. You're sort of bringing awareness to the situation that's occurring, which is culturally diverse situation in different school districts, different schools. And when you bring awareness to that, it's a top-down effect where teachers are aware in their teaching methods. Policy is made aware of being diverse and inclusive, where you're including families from diverse backgrounds and empowering them in their child's education also, which is the intricate part in education altogether.
And if you want to explain the importance then of being culturally responsive, so when you're thinking about your district and it being an urban district that you work in, how important is it to be culturally responsive to within your school and setting that school culture of culturally responsiveness, cultural responsiveness?
Yes, it's extremely important. Without it, a lot of learning would not go on. Being in a large urban school district where there's diverse populations, diverse cultural backgrounds, there's a lot of prior knowledge that the students encounter, whether it's at home, previous schools, and all that prior knowledge comes into the school. And if we're not able to access it and empower the students to access it and make them feel that it's okay to be different, which it is okay to be different, especially in learning, because everyone does not learn the same. And if we embrace that as leaders and educators, learning, the potential of learning can be maximized. And the importance of it is great. Also, when it comes to cultural diversity and organizational structures, empowering. Develop trainings on cultural diversity. Let teachers know that it's okay to be different, be from a different culture. Let them know it's okay to acknowledge students that they are from a different culture, because once again, that empowers them. And also empowering parents. Let parents know, hey, we're doing a cultural diverse week. Please bring what you know and what you have as far as your historic background or from your culture to the school so we all can learn about it and make it a part of a big...
I appreciate that. I've gone ahead and stopped the recording.
Okay.
And that's what I needed. So you were fantastic. I appreciate your time tonight. Whenever you get a chance to send back over that release, that would be great. We just need to have that on our records.
I'll do that right now.
And that's it. Do you have any questions or anything for me?
No, I don't. I will send you that release right now, because if I don't, it will go somewhere where I will forget.
Okay.
So,
I'm the same way. I have to do it.
I'll print that out, signed, sent to you. Sent to the same email.
Okay.
Expect it in like 15 minutes at least.
Perfect. You are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have a great night, Wilton.
All right. You too, Dana.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
That they had in the past to current situations. And so they come in sometimes feeling like they're never going to make high school, and they have, like kind of a sense of, well, I'm not going to make it anyway. I might as well not even try. So one of the things that I've learned to do, and I'm still learning, and I can always get better, is learning how to make sure not only that the student believes that they can do it, but sometimes more importantly that the adults around them think they can do it. Because if you have a teacher that says, well, that student has too many liabilities and too many challenges, then we focus on the ones that can make it. And I've actually had meetings like that with teachers. And sometimes it's been frustrating for me to deal with adults that don't think that students can make it. But then I also take a step back and say, you know what, I need to not only work with the student, but I need to work with the adults in the building and not judge them based on their preconceived ideas, because I don't know what their life experiences are. And so one of the big things that I've I'm still willing to do is coach the adults, and not only the teachers, but also the paraprofessionals, the front office staff, custodians, and parents, and stakeholders at the school, and also to let them see me as a leader, that I have high expectations for everybody. And not only that I have high expectations, but that I also am willing to work with everybody, and that I'm willing to understand that everybody has, if you want to call it flaws, but also challenges in their own lives. And for me, it's about, giving a teacher professional development, or, sending them to professional development if there's something that's specific that they need. It's also about motivating, not only the students, but the teachers and everybody else that's there, and showing them that, leading them and showing them that as a leader, I believe that all students can succeed. And not only that, but that I'm going to provide resources and show that it is my priority to make sure that that a school not only reaches out to students based on cultural differences, but that we celebrate those cultural differences. And that's been one of my things that I've been very proud of. Like, I've been at 3 different schools, and I think that we've learned how to celebrate the differences that students have, and we make that part of the culture of the school. And we've actually, at the different schools that I've been, we've actually had a lot of visitors to the schools that I've been at, because they want to see how we're creating a positive environment and how we're making students feel like part of the community, no matter what their background or challenges are.
Excellent.